In today's video, I'll be uncovering the top 10 most dangerous foods to eat. You wouldn't think a lot of the foods I'm about to mention are dangerous, but they can be, so proceed with caution. Let's start with number 1, the All-American hot dog. According to studies, 17% of all choking hazards for children under the age of 10 are due to the consumption of hot dogs, so be sure to slow down when eating and be extra vigilant when your kids are consuming them. Number 2, wild mushrooms. This one is probably a bit more obvious, but the word wild means just that. It's wild and who knows what random poisons are hidden within certain mushrooms. More specifically, mushrooms such as the deadly webcap and destroying angels are highly poisonous and will kill you if eaten. If those names don't scare you, I don't know what will. Number 3, leafy greens. Despite being highly nutritious, poor hygiene and contamination from humans in general, and especially at restaurants, only exacerbates the problem and helps the norovirus thrive. E. coli is right around the corner if greens come into contact with manure or contaminated water. Moving right along to number 4, and that is fugu. What the heck is it, you may ask? Well, in simple terms, it's a popular blowfish that Japanese people have made famous. But this is not your ordinary fish. The intestines, ovaries, and liver contain a poison called tetrodotoxin, which is 1,200 times stronger than cyanide. Despite its risk, Japanese people love to eat it. If there's any consolation, special chefs require a special license and years of training before serving fugu. I think I'll stick to salmon. Number 5, coffee. In 1992, Stella Lieback of New Mexico sued McDonald's after suffering third-degree burns on 6% of her body, including parts of her leg, after she spilled this 170-degree cup of joe on her lap by accident. She was awarded over $2 million, give or take, and McDonald's has since lowered the temperature of its coffee. Though this case is definitely an outlier, the hot temperature along with increased heart rate when consumed at high levels makes this dangerous in its own right. Number 6 is Jamaica's national fruit, ackee. It's been labeled the Jamaican vomiting sickness, so I guess you can figure out what it can do to you. In extreme cases, it can lead to a coma or even death. Unripe ackee contains a toxin called hypoglycin. Once ripe, the only edible portion is the yellow arili, which is surrounded by toxic black seeds. Call me a wuss, but I may have to pass if I ever visit Jamaica. Number 7 are peanuts. Well, at least if you're part of the 1% of the population who has a peanut allergen. According to the American Academy of Allergy, Asthma, and Immunology, it is by far the most common food allergy that results in death. The scary part is that unless you get an allergy test, you won't know you're allergic to it until you consume it, and by then it could be too late. Number 8 is cassava, which is a deadly root plant that makes tapioca pudding. If handled inaccurately, the plant can release a deadly compound called cyanide. The American Cancer Society warns others that people who have a latex allergy may be more susceptible to tapioca pudding, so beware. Number 9 is raw tuna. A 2004 study by the government warned pregnant women and young kids to limit their intake, in particular albacore, due to the high levels of mercury which could result in a damaged nervous system to an unborn child and to young kids. Other types of fish with high levels of mercury include swordfish, shark, and mackerel. Last but certainly not least is rhubarb, which is a vegetable that pastry chefs love to use in the kitchen. Ingesting copious amounts of the leaves can cause poisoning. In general, the leaves should never be consumed. Stick with the stalks and you'll be in good shape. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe to my channel where you'll find everything health and fitness related. Bye for now.